Now we're going to do Vince's crab cakes. First thing we want to do is get our frying pan hot, put a little bit of Wesson oil in the bottom. Then we're going to add our bell pepper, celery, and onions. We want to saute that down. All right, after we've added our bell pepper and our celery and our onions, we want to stir it up, making sure that it cooks even. We want to get it as tender as we can without overcooking it. Now we want to come back and we want to add some salt and pepper to taste. And after that, we're going to come in, and this is going to be poured and mixed into our other ingredients, which we're going to do in a bowl. Okay, while that's simmering, we're going to put our crab meat. One thing you want to do is make sure you buy a good grade of crab meat. I prefer the claw. If I'm out picking my crab meat off from my dock, I'll mix the claw and the white together. But if I'm having to buy crab meat from the store, which we did for this particular recipe, I'll go ahead and purchase the claw meat. First of all, I like the taste of the claw meat, and it usually has less shells in it. Then we want to add our blue cheese. It's about a half a cup of blue cheese. 1 egg. Beat that up, mix that 1 egg in. About a tablespoon, whether you want more or less of the mustard. And then we want to come in and add about a half a cup of Progresso seasoned breadcrumbs. We'll mix this up, using a little time up here as we waiting for our bell pepper and our celery and our onions to saute on the stove. It's going to take a little bit longer. You don't want to not cook these enough, because if you do, they really don't cook that much in the crab cakes after we put it on the skillet, and we don't want it to have a raw taste to it. And we're going to take this and just put it in with our rest of our ingredients. We'll mix this up. Okay, now I think we've mixed this up well enough that we can start to make it into our crab cake rings. What you want to do to make this a little easier is you want to take this and you place you some wax paper, cut you a piece of PVC ring, the diameter that you used to like to make your cakes. I don't like to have them too thick. That's a little over maybe a ½ an inch. Okay, now we want to place our wax paper down. Then we want to take a O-ring cut in the diameter size that we like. Put it in. It's best to try to keep wet in your hands. It works better, and you can just slide them over. Makes a perfect little cake. It is a lot quicker this way than stand there and try to patty cake them in your hand. And if you're able to take this and do it on a tray, put it in the refrigerator for a while, get them firm, they'll be a lot easier later to handle. Okay, now after we've patted out all our crab cakes, we want to take and go over to the skillet, which we put on kind of a medium-high heat. And we want to put these on and lightly brown them. Turn that down a little bit. Now we browning these off on both sides. Have to really take your time and be gentle so not to break them up. Okay, now we're going to remove these after we brown them off on both sides. And my cameraman over here is waiting for them. We've been waiting for them all day. Now, that's our golden brown crab cakes. You can actually get a few more than we have here out of this pound, but we're using some of the other mix from one of the other recipes later on. But now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You normally can get anywhere between 14 to 15 crab cakes at this size out of 1 pound of meat.